Hi y'all, I'm Chase, and please excuse my my messy self right here. I just got done doing dog nails with a Dremel tool, so that's kind of stuff kind of gets everywhere else. But this is my 2017 Road King, the Milwaukee-Eight 107, affectionately known as Alice. And well, today's video is just because somebody asked a question. I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was, and I can't seem to find it again. But they asked about my breather system and my catch can, so I'm just going to go over that right now. The breather system is pretty much right here. These breather bolts. These came with my Vance & Hines VO2 intake. The hoses are reused from my original air cleaner that was on here from Harley. I did have to put some, if you look right here, I got some high temp zip ties and use those to keep these on. You don't even notice them really. Then I got a little T-fitting here that was smaller on this side and bigger on this side. The small side, I think it's 1/4 inch, or it could be smaller. I don't know, but I have a bunch of T-fittings sitting around from fixing vehicles for, you know, a numerous amount of things. So you can get plastic or metal. It's really up to you. I ran the hose underneath in between the cylinders to make sure it wasn't touching anything. It is silicone hose, so it's not like it's going to melt or anything. It doesn't get hot enough in there for it to melt. At least it hasn't yet. I mean, it takes a lot to melt silicone. If it gets that hot, your engine's probably done, but it'd probably cook your engine down. But I did run it through here with another zip tie, of course. The reason there's zip ties on here is because they don't have, I don't know, it's not a tight enough seal. And I was getting just a hair of little spitting, sputtering, kind of watery kind of crap sometimes, and it would come out and spray my knee. So once I put those on there, the zip ties, it was fine. On the other side, the hose I used was 20 to 24 inches, depending on how far down you want your catch can to be. I ran it underneath, so it's about, I think mine's just about 20 inches, but some people may want it to hang lower or be higher. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. But I did run it through the horn cover, through the back of that. It's not going anywhere. And it's 5/16 hose. I had to look. So it's 5/16 hose. It's not 1/4 and it's not 3/8, but it's because that's a hose I needed for this particular catch can. Some catch cans have a bigger nipple on the top than others. It's just, you know, down to whatever you buy. You get your catch can first so you can actually take it with you to your auto parts store or motorcycle shop or wherever you're getting your hose from. That way you can actually test fit it and make sure it fits inside. I also put a high temp zip tie here just for my own personal satisfaction to make sure it doesn't slip off or sputter or anything. The other thing is, on these catch cans, they all come with a piece of like styrofoam inside of them. These little holes on top, if you can see them, yeah, there. It's got holes all the way around. When I first put it on there, it was literally the water or anything else that was in there that needed to be exhausted out of that breather system. It was pooling on top. It would get stuck in the foam itself and just sputter out the top. It was driving me nuts. So what I did was I took the foam and I cored it like an apple. Let me show you. Hold on for a second. All right, that's what I mean. Where that hole comes out, you need to core it. Otherwise, all that stuff just sits on top and it just spews out. So what happens is it goes down through the center, and when it tries to come back up, because there's a little tiny bit of pressure, it's pushing all that excess crap into the styrofoam itself, into the foam. I don't think it's styrofoam, but it's just foam. It pushes it back into there and it makes it easier. Now you're going to have to squeeze or wring that out because it'll get lots of water and stuff, especially if you live in a place with high humidity like here in the Appalachian foothills in Ohio, or if you lived over in West Virginia, I'm sure it'd be the same. Pennsylvania, those places, you know, anywhere up north where you're going to get a lot of like water or, you know, stuff like that. Let me put this back together real quick. But yeah, you're going to need, and that's, like I said, 20 to 24 inches of silicone hose, and that's about it, really. I mean, it's pretty simple to do. It's more about the filter you get than anything. There's a reason why I went with this Vance & Hines VO2, and I just looked recently. I don't think they make this exact filter anymore, and I think it's because it's too easy for you to bypass things, I think, and they just didn't want it, or maybe it's too ugly. I don't know. Some people like it, some people don't. I just couldn't tell you why they stopped making it. But yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me down in the comments. I read every single comment. I get a notification from YouTube or anywhere else that I have it. So as soon as someone comments, I usually, at the very least, I will read it. And if it's a question, I will answer it to the best of my ability. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, flick that ding ring to be notified of any new videos I come out with. And bye, y'all.